Today, we're going to be talking about how to evaluate square roots, so let's dive in. So, basically, a square root is a number that equals the given number multiplied by itself. So, for example, the square root of 4 would be 2 because 2 times 2 is equal to 4. And a square root can be expressed by the radical sign being this sign right here. So I'm going to go through some examples. First, it asks us to find the square roots of the following perfect squares. The first one is the square root of 100. So what number multiplied by itself is 100? Well, 10 times 10 is 100, so therefore the square root of 100 would be 10. Now, what about the square root of 36? What number multiplied by itself is 36? Well, that'd be 6, right? 6 times 6 is equal to 36. So, therefore, my answer is 6. Now, that all said, what if there isn't a proper answer for the question we're doing? Next, let's try this one. Here it asks us to find the square roots of the following non-perfect squares. Now, here's the thing. Whenever we take the square root of a non-perfect square, we're not going to be able to get an exact answer in decimal form or fraction form or things like that. The reason being is because whenever we take the square root of a non-perfect square, that means that we're going to end up with an irrational number. And so we're just going to type this in the calculator and round it off. So for the first one, it says square root of 14. So on your calculator, you want to find the button that looks like this or that looks like this with a little 2. Either one of those buttons is good. And then type 14, hit equals, and it's going to give you a long list of numbers. In this case, we're just going to round to the nearest couple decimal places. So the first numbers are 3.741. So I'm going to round this to about 3.74 and leave it at that. Okay, because the thing is, even the full answer on your calculator, even if you write out all the digits, that's still not going to be the exact answer, as they must have truncated or rounded at that very last number, because essentially the square root of a non-perfect square is an irrational number. Okay, let's do the same thing for 47. So square root of 47, if we punch that in the calculator, I'm getting 6.855654 and a bunch of other numbers. So I'm going to round that off to say that this is about 6.86. I'm going to round that second 5 up to a 6. As always, if you have any questions, feel free to leave those in the comment section, and we'll see you for the next one.